It's important that your LinkedIn profile shows up when people search for you on LinkedIn. But it's equally as important in many respects that if you want to be found by your ideal client, your target audience, if you want to be discovered on the internet, your LinkedIn profile needs to show up in a Google search or a Bing search or any search engine search. Now, there are a few things that you should be doing with your LinkedIn profile and on LinkedIn to make this happen. I'm going to show you some of these tips in this video. Here's the first thing. You want to update your LinkedIn profile URL so that it is customized with your name. Now, you see in the URL here, I use TL Burris. And the reason why I use TL Burris is I use that handle everywhere. Everywhere on social media and on the web, in my email addresses, etc., I use TL Burris, R-I-S-S. And so I changed my LinkedIn profile to be the same. So now when you go do a Google search and you look for TL Burris, everywhere I am shows up. Look at that. It refers to Teddy Burris, even in the AI overview. Everything on the internet that is referencing TL Burris, R-I-S-S, is me. 100%. I have not found anything. Even if I go to page 10 in this search, everything on here is related to me, Teddy Burris. So that's why I was very deliberate about making all of my social media handles and my email address, my YouTube, etc., TL Burris, R-I-S-S. Step one. And by the way, the way you customize your LinkedIn profile URL is that you go to contact information, hit the pencil over here, and then you hit this icon right there. When you hit that right there, it opens up the page, public profile settings, and over here you can edit your custom URL by hitting this pencil and typing in up to 100 characters. I would make it a little simpler. If you can make it something that represents your name, it's going to help your LinkedIn profile get found in Google searches. Number two, you want to make sure that you turn on public visibility. Now I'm going to go to settings. Under settings, I'm going to come down here to visibility. Now you want to go through each of these items on here and you want to make sure that they're set up in the best way possible to make you seen and make you more easily discoverable. I'm a huge fan of letting everybody know that I viewed their profile. I'm also an advocate to let the company pages know that you viewed their company pages. Here's the public profile setting we talked about a little bit earlier. If you click on that, you'll see that over here, visibility. So I can adjust this visibility. The basics are given. You want your profile picture discovered by all LinkedIn members, including a Google or Bing search. But you also want off of LinkedIn, you want all of these areas of your LinkedIn profile visible to anyone who finds your profile. The more visible you are, the more likely you'll be discovered by the right people. And so, A, make sure this is on, make sure that public is on for your photo, and make sure all other items under your public profile settings are enabled. Here's another big one. Most of the time when people look for you, if they're looking for you by your name, that is one set of results. But often people will be looking for someone who has specific skills, abilities, and talents. The number one most important field on your LinkedIn profile is your headline. This is 220 characters. You will note that mine is significantly different today than what it was when I was in business teaching LinkedIn as a business tool. I primarily don't do that so much today. It's more of a side hustle for me because I love to do it. But you want to make sure the keywords and the phrases that are relevant to who you are and what you do, relevant to the person or the company or the industry that you want to be found in. You want to make sure that those words are in here. In the early days, up until I transitioned to what I refer to as flirting with retirement, I had LinkedIn trainer, I had LinkedIn coach, I had LinkedIn strategist, I had those words throughout my entire LinkedIn profile, beginning with my headline, because I wanted to be found as a LinkedIn trainer and strategist. I wanted to be found as a LinkedIn professional. So whatever words and phrases are important to you and also very important to your ideal client target audience, make sure those are in your headline, because that's where it all starts, to be found by the words that represent you. Here's another thing. In the world of SEO and marketing, there's a technique or a strategy called backlinks. You want to make sure your LinkedIn profile URL is used on as many other websites as you can. Because the more your LinkedIn profile URL shows up on other pages, the more that ranks that profile, your LinkedIn URL, higher and higher in Google search. If I do a search for that phrase right there, and just go here and do a search for this, and actually get rid of all of the stuff before LinkedIn, just do that search. You'll find that there are at least 10 pages where my LinkedIn profile URL shows up. It's on Reskill America. It's on my Burris Consulting website. It's in my About Me. It's on Medium, where someone wrote about me 5 years ago. It's on YouTube. It's all over the place. Let's go to another page and look at another page. It's on RooTube, whatever that is. It's on X. It's on Amazon. It's on, there's my TL Burris, another page. It's on Quora. It's on somebody else's website. About 12 years ago, they wrote about me. Again, I'm going to repeat. You want your LinkedIn profile URL to show up on as many other websites as you can. So manage it on your Facebook profile, your Instagram profile, your Quora profile, your Medium, your Reddit, etc., etc. Manage it where you can manage it. And there's one other tactic that you may want to use. I often would go respond to a WordPress site if I found some content on WordPress or on a Medium or Tumblr. When I respond to it, often they want you to log in, or they want you to give the site your name, your email address, and your website URL. So I often, when I had to put my website URL on other sites that I was commenting on, I would alternate between my burrisconsulting.com and my LinkedIn profile URL. So I had the opportunity to create backlinks for my LinkedIn profile URL when I was commenting on other sites. Backlinks are important. Understand them. Another area that you can use on your LinkedIn profile, and if your profile visibility settings is set up properly, this will create you even more results, and that is to write an About section. In your About section, I think it's 2,600 characters. Let me hit the pencil to edit this. It's 2,600 characters you can have in this field. So you want to write an About section, again, using the words and phrases that represent who you are and what you do, what you want to do, and are relevant and important to your ideal client, target audience, most important viewer. So when you use this field and you use those words in appropriately written sentences, again, that helps to elevate your LinkedIn profile, not only in searches in LinkedIn for people looking for those words, LinkedIn strategy, LinkedIn training, LinkedIn trainers, for me, but it also helps to elevate your LinkedIn profile when people are looking for those phrases through a Google search. So use the keywords and phrases that are important to your viewer, not only in your About section. And when we go a little further while we're having this conversation, you want to also make sure your experience section in what's called the title, as well as the description of that experience, use those words and phrases there as well. Again, the more you use those words and phrases throughout your entire LinkedIn profile, the more it elevates you in LinkedIn searches as well as Google and Bing searches. Another area of your LinkedIn profile that you can use for a couple different tactics is the featured section. Now, in the featured section, you can show content. If I go to hit add, I can add a post, a newsletter, an article. All of that is on LinkedIn. But I can also add links and other media that can create backlinks where I'm connecting my LinkedIn profile to other sites. That can be useful as well. If you have a YouTube video, you have a Medium article, if you have a Squarespace article, etc., that's relevant to you or about what you do, intertwine and connect these pieces of content to your LinkedIn profile. And the featured section is one area you can do that. Again, the more connectivity you create to your LinkedIn profile by putting your URL in other places and putting other content from other sites on LinkedIn, the more it intertwines it and the more it elevates your LinkedIn profile in online searches. Let's talk about the impact your LinkedIn network can have on you showing up in Google and Bing searches, as well as LinkedIn searches. We'll start with LinkedIn. The more you connect, the bigger your LinkedIn network is. And I'm not telling you to build a huge LinkedIn network. I'm telling you that you need to keep growing it. But the more you connect, the more you show up as a second level connection to people. When people who you are not connected with on LinkedIn do a search, if you're a second level connection, you are more likely to show up in those LinkedIn search results than if you're a third level connection. This is vital. Again, let me repeat. The more second level connections you have, because you're making more first level connections, the more second level connections you have, the more likely you'll show up in LinkedIn searches by people you are not connected with. That's vital. So keep growing your LinkedIn network. Again, it's not about huge, it's about keep growing it so you show up as more second level connections to people looking for people like you. The other reason why you want to keep growing your LinkedIn network is that you want to show up in various places on other people's profiles. Like if I go over here and look at my buddy Randy. On the right-hand side, you'll see more profiles for me to look at. Now, these show up because they're associated with Randy. And Randy, like Terry, shows up on Randy's profile. Holly is showing up on Randy's profile because they show up on this page. Damien is showing up on Randy's. All these people are showing up on Randy's profile, as well as Explore More Premium. These are all showing up on Randy's profile. And when they show up on Randy's profile, example, you may show up on Randy's profile or someone else's profile. That helps to rank you higher in a Google search or a Bing search. Because if I do a Google search for Terry Cummings, Randy's profile might come up because her name is on his profile. It's a little, I think, sloppy, but it does rank you higher in Google and Bing searches. Again, the more you grow your LinkedIn network, the more likely you're going to show up over here for either more profiles or Explore Profile Premium or people you may know, etc., etc. So connect to impact how you show up not only on LinkedIn searches, but Google and Bing searches. Here's another tactic that you may want to use that can help you rank higher, not only in LinkedIn searches, but Google and Bing searches. And that is this: get involved, engage, get into conversations. This doesn't mean you have to every day, all day long, be making posts. I'm a huge fan of creating content and sharing content. What this really means is to get into conversations. The more content that you get into conversations with in a meaningful way, and meaningful means a minimum of 10 words, the more conversations you get involved in, the more that ranks your LinkedIn profile on LinkedIn to be discovered by others. Not only could you be discovered in this conversation right here, but it also could rank you higher in LinkedIn searches and Google and Bing searches. So invest time on a regular basis, maybe to share content that you want to share that's relevant to your ideal client, relevant to who you are and what you do. But maybe more importantly than that, spend time getting into meaningful conversations on content that is absolutely relevant to who you are and what you do and relevant to your ideal client. My last tactic is to make sure your LinkedIn profile shows what region that you are in and or want to work in. This does not say where I live. What this very clearly says, let me look at it. This is just location. It doesn't ask me where I live. It asks me what location I want to be connected to. So I made a very deliberate decision to be connected to 27006, which puts me in Greensboro, Winston-Salem, High Point area. That's where I want to show up as. If you want to show up and do work in New York, then I would put New York there. But be very deliberate about what you put there. Understand the impact of what you put there. Because whatever you put there is going to influence not only LinkedIn searches, but it's also going to influence Google and Bing searches. I'm a fan of put the region where you actually reside, assuming that's where you work. But if it's not where you work, then I recommend put the city, country, postal code relevant to where you work. Again, that's going to impact LinkedIn searches. When someone's doing a LinkedIn search, and they go up here and they look for, a LinkedIn trainer, and they're looking for people, and they say they want to find a LinkedIn trainer who is in the Greensboro, Winston-Salem area. Are you going to show up there? Hopefully you are. And these are all the people who show up. Let me put quotes around that. These are all the 3 people who show up as LinkedIn trainers in this region. Susan, who's retired, Randy, who's a career coach, and then Teddy. Purposefully choose the region / location that you want to be found in when people are looking for you on LinkedIn as well as on Google or Bing. You want your profile to show up everywhere it can possibly show up. So use these ideas to influence how you show up in a LinkedIn search as well as a Google / Bing search. Hey, I'm Teddy. I'm flirting with retirement, but I still love helping people get more out of LinkedIn, and I hope these ideas are helpful for you.